iphela istarter ufuna iphela ama-hubs iphela uyabona imoto nje mayisebenza nje lo Krisha uyangithola ngithi sisi iyaphela imoto mayisebenzisa njalo uyabona angikhulumi lezi izinto abathi ndizenze ezimotweni ngisho ukuthi depreciation yemoto the very same thing happens even for furniture namhlanje uthengele litafula lihle linje mawusothi uyabheka sebalidraw ama-spider web abonomandi nali seline-spider la nini omunye sakalibhala igama lakhe nesibongo JS what ni-depreciate-isa lezi zinto bona yeah kunye kubhalwe kona lokho ukuthi whoever was here nibulala so then when you have that depreciation you must also have an account a depreciation account and I'm saying to you guys masilaleleni kahle le ndaba makuyi-depreciation account ayisho ukuthi leyo account imali yakho iyaphela isho ukuthi for these things lezi depreciator uyazi ukuthi lesihlalo sithonga nge-45 so mayilokhu iphela fanele ukuloku beka imali ukuthi in case you replace kufuneka ube ne-depreciation account i-reserve yokuthi in case lezi hlalo zakho zi-10 12 ngoba kunokufika abantu abakhulu abanye abantu bakhulu uyabona kufika umuntu asihlale bona lesihlalo siphele same day kusihlalo lo muntu loyo wani bakhona abantu abanjalo ngibona ngalezi zemshado izihlalo khona lezi bathi ama-Tiffany yini ama-Tiffany ziyaphela yabona siza no-anti u-anti asihlale ngathi bayi-2 o-anti kanti uyeyedwa asithi hlatha abantu abami sekuphukile lokwento asibeke eceleni so wena you should have had your depreciation account futhi lesa sidepreciate-anga siphukile yeah so depreciation is something like that but then you must have that account as a business person ke yiba naleyo account bafethu we spoke the other time sisikhuluma ngekubranda icompany yakho ngathi kini ama-companies wenu mawabe nama-operating hours senalungisa le ndaba
yes we did some Google. I wanted to ask if can that depreciation account stands to represent the whole organization if whether maybe a share breaks down the depreciation account is for that but without keeping the ledgers and records of everything, just like it's a account for
the organization. No, you can't. It's just it's like ukubeka imali nje for a rainy day, something like that. It can't be your major account.
Understanding is it can be a major account. If the company loses value, then it's supposed to have some kind of backup, and that's the backup.
It will depend who to bega malini kuyo. Remember we said ama-assets depreciate and actually even if we have isihlalo as appreciate. So most thing 150 rand today. Even in 3 years time masesekhona i-value yaso 150 rand. Instead of say appreciate singamane depreciate. So you see ukuthi imali elapha is not money that you can say can really sustain a company. Musukubalekela ukuthi ufanele ube nama-journals nama-company accounts wakho la unemali khona.
Isn't it that I would end up with a lot of companies? I would have a depreciation account, I would have for assets account, I would have for liabilities account or
No, lokho kunye akusema-accounts, ama-ledgers, ukugcina nje ukuthi ama-assets, njengala, kuma-state institutions, lapha eminyango there's supposed to be an A4 page lapha, elishoyo ukuthi kunalezi hlalo zingaki lapha, and what is the value of each, so that sazi ukuthi nazi zonke ziyimalini. The next line izochaza ukuthi kukhona lama-fan mangaki imalini. The other line izochaza ukuthi kune-wash imalini. So everything that is in here that belongs to the church should actually be in the asset register. Ama-assets. So akusizinto, akusimali per se. Hence I said, ezinye izinto ongazithengisa manje zi-liquid angithi. But kunezinto ongeke uyithengise manje uthole imali manje. We spoke about this angithi, liquidity of assets. So leyo account leyo yila uzobeka khona imali encane once in a while. Abanye abantu they even don't do it. Ngaleso sikhathi boss replace bavula le account bafake le mali bayathenga bayivala futhi. Akusi account like kwezinye indawo is running on and on and on, unlike other accounts of your company. All right. Cash flow statements. Cash flow statements. I have a cell phone. Iphi yona le phone yakhona? Mandi, iphi ifoni yami? Leya akusiyami. Leya kwa-SABC, iphi ifoni yami? Mhlawumbe ngishiye emotini mphathi, ne? Right. All of you who've got accounts, maybe Mr. George, ubhenka kuphi? I-business account yakho ise-Capitec or isazovela. E-Capitec une app. Uyayi-understand i-app yakhona? Ukuyivula uyibuke. Awuyivula uyibuke, angifuni ubona imali yakho, ivule wena. Babuhlungu apho ubona ama-minus wenye indoda. We'll talk about it. Baba Ngomane ungenile? Nomunye angangena kweyakhe anayo noma yiphi i-app onayo yebhank. Konje ne-discam sene-bank. It is covered. Discam konje kwakuyi-chemist, ne? Baba Ngomane, mawubheka kule account yakho, ne? You're going to see yakuphi le? Or time. Or everyday account. Lama accounts, especially ayinamali ezingenayo lapho bhuti. Ayikubonisi lapho ezansi. Incoming. Nemali iphumayo yakubonisa. Uyayibona ngithi? Hayi fine siyafana. Yiphi manje le yakho? Yasesitanera.
I go check the transactions. Go to the home.
Yeah, home and then?
And then you scroll up, you see at the bottom the transactions. They show deductions.
Aha. Yeah. So, Kota, I'm not saying near Capitec. I'm not advocating for a Capitec. But when you look at guys, marina aningilaleli yazi. Yena ngizohamba ngimela ngaphandle aningilaleli. Uphethe Capitec now. You standard. Oh yeah, naye. In and out yakunikeza transaction type uthi imali uyenzeni, i-date range uthi imali le uyidlenini, and then ikunikeza ne-overview. This is actually the type of a thing that I'm talking about. But le yakwa-Capitec le yokuhlupheka le yami le iyayiveza ukuthi kule nyanga udle malini, kule viki udle malini, imali engenile ingeniphi. Bese it also gives you an option yokuthi nayi 100 rand uyibhadele boyisaphi. You do your accounting on the app itself. But I'm told to abantu ba-FNB, they say the very same thing. FNB bathi iyakwenzela. Molo kuhamba uyothenga wenzani iyakuclassifyela yabona. So that's what we talk about when we talk about managing our finances. So don't rely on these apps per se. So a cash flow statement would be something like that you're going to see ukuthi imali zakho ziphuma zingena kanjani. Because it shows where an institution's cash is coming from and how it is being used over a period of time. A cash flow statement will classify the cash flows into operating, investing, and financing activities. These three activities, emakhampanini wenu anikabi nazo. Da George, ngizonihlukanisa, ngicabanga ukuhlukanisa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or nginenza ama-group leaders niphume kanje. Ngoba niyangichallenge ngifuna ukuqeda bani. Right. So when you talk of operating activities, sikhuluma ngokuthi imali oyisebenzisayo ukuze ibhizinisi lakho lirun, ne? That is services provided in terms of income, earning activities. And then investing activities means expenditures that have been made for resources intended to generate future income and cash flows. So uyayikhipha imali ku-business account, Babe George. Uyafaka kwenye account, not because uyayintshontsha. For purposes ukuthi la yakho niyozala izobuya sezokusimamisa ebhizinisini lakho. So you can invest in order to generate more income. Nginikezile izolo some examples. Abuphuthuma nathi shares unga-invest. Unga-investa also nakwa nithile yeah, many other institutions, Old Mutual and so on. Nibiza into yaka besikhuluma ngathi about DSTV and all. Nama RSA retail bonds you can do. I saw you posted something yesterday in the groups about retail bonds, and then people started calling me ukuthi yini le. Ngathi bafonele wena ngoba wena uyazi kakhulu mina ngiyazi lento oyifakela. You were helping me, I know. No, bengafuna ukukhuluma ngayo, hence bengibathumela kuwe. No, it's fine. So then financing activities are resources obtained from and resources returned to the owners, resources obtained through borrowings, short-term or long-term, as well as donor funds. So yini le kufinansayo in your company, imali uyithathaphi. Abanye abantu bastart company, especially when you're still young, uba nenhlanhla ukuthi ustartiswe umalume ikhampani or ubaba or ubhuti or usisi mosesemusha. Masomdala bathi uzozibona. Iqoqo neqoqo liyayigxumela elingakhona ukuyigxumela loshayiswa imoto lifele esikuntering. Yeah, so these are some of the things that you need to see in a cash flow statement. Now also you are supposed to be having something that is called a portfolio report. A portfolio report will provide with information about general operations of your company. Now a portfolio report, umake lo uqashisa amabhodwe, izitsha, amatafula, ama-tablecloth, wenza i-decorations, wenza uyapheka, uyakha, uyabona? So i-portfolio yakhe will include everything le eyenzayo ecompanyini yakho. Ukuthi company yakho yenza ini nani nani nani. And I find a lot of youngsters benza i-general maintenance. Some babhala i-advert, but we specialize in plastering, we specialize in building. You don't specialize. The minute wenza yonke into kuspecialize. Ukuspecialize focus on a particular aspect of that particular industry wenza yona. So abantu ngathi balithanda leli gama ukuthi we specialize. As a result, wonke umuntu uyaspecialize, nalaba abangama-generalist, ama-specialist. Kulungile ke ama-specialist. Specialize in general work. Uthini kahle kahle? No, I understand. So it provides timely and accurate data about the quality of the portfolio. Usually it will include other key portfolio performance indicators. Like I said yesterday about community outreach and corporate social investment. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tendency to complain and say, labelungu, labelungu, labelungu. If your company operates well, you can wake up tomorrow morning with 500 rands. I would find a billionaire to do this. I want a few kids that I can buy school shoes and pay 500 rand. It means a lot to a family. Sometimes you meet kids along the way. I mean, I have seen many manglong etlanganyugala. Abantwana full uniform but abafakanga amasokisi. Have you ever seen ukunzima kanjani gqoka wena ugqoke icathulo ngenamasokisi? Hayi lezi. Lezi nenza ngabomu. Isicathulo ungasifaki isokisi. Siba ngenye indlela bona. You could even go out there to know mina ngizothenga amasokisi. Ngiprovide letikolo. Niyangizwa kodwa abantu benkosi. So, yilento sithi community outreach. Ucabangela, you are reaching out to your community. Ukuthi ngiyanibona abantu bakithi niyahlupheka. So kulaba bakithi abahluphekayo ngizonisiza nga 1 2 3. Enamadoda ke anamabhizinisi ngiyawazi. Uthola ithenda mfoka ngomani. Usosithengela utshwala lapha emathaveni. Sinemali zethu nathi mfethu. Mhlawumbe ziyashoda kunezakho. I-community outreach nayo ukuthengela amadoda utshwala. Niyazi i-community outreach. Nayo i-community outreach leyo. Reach out to the community. Yeah, no, community outreach. So that's very much important. But when your company is in a position to assist other budding companies around your area, then we call it corporate social investment. Ngicela lamagama amabili niwazi ukuthi akusigama elilodwa awafani. Kukhona i-community outreach, kukhona i-corporate social investment. Nge-corporate social investment uza kubabe la. Mr. Nkosi angithi. Mr. Nkosi ufuna ukuregister i-company inkinga yini athi ngishoda ngo-300 rand uthi sengiya-investa kule company lakho mase uregister uzongibonisa amaphepha. Uyabona? So this is what we call usisiza amanye ama-company ukusimama ukuphakama endaweni. You meet an old man nangula ngaphandle uyakha. Uyakhala uthi le water pass yakhe ayisambonisi kahle. And mina ngibona inkinga le water pass. I-water pass ayinankinga. Inkinga ukuthi umdala nalabantu bakhe bayakha labakha khona. Babaqeda ukusebenza. Bangayigezi le water pass. So lo daka lolu luhleli la funeka kulama readings wakhe wamanzi manje. Makathi uyabuka la funeka loka clean nena akasaboni kahle. Yeah, but at least lena isasebenza nje umdala akayiboni kahle seyisho. Ah. Oh, so things like those, you can come out to him and say, okay, mdala, ushota ngani umthenge lawo ma-tools nyana. I mean, itrofolo leli, itrofolo imalini. Imalini itrofolo nini nisemabhizinisini? George. Or ibrand yakwa-Ross, i-300. It's the best i-Ross. Yeah. So uyabona ukuthi umdala ngafika ngoba uyambona ukuthi umdala has been in this business for quite some time. Uthi akukho mali, umuntu usebenzela ingane, uyabona ukuthi akunamali. So you could invest in him, angazi ukuthi i-return uzoyithola yini. Kodwa you could invest in the old man ne-business like. Uyabona? So ngisho ukuthi corporate social investment speaks to that. Major companies do this every day. Ba-invest ema-companyini wabantu abancane abasaqala. But abaningi uzile la ku-National Youth Development yini? National Youth Development Agency, angithi? Ni-applyile? Probably in the next month, ne? Right, so those are very much important, right? And then a portfolio report should represent the scale of late payment on accounts at the end of the current reporting period. But lena ngingayisho izolo ngathi because involve uMashonis as an example, I'm not going to waste a lot of time on it. But wena ku-organization yakho, try as much as you can ukuthi where possible people should pay cash. Only in certain circumstances la umbona khona umuntu uthi nangempela uguqe ngodolo uyancenga akanawo ucash manje then ungam-afforda i-credit ukuthi hayi ngizokunika ngesikweletu kodwa let your people write ukuthi umuntu ukweleta malini ngoba kunabantu abanencwadi man. You know ukuthi ikweletu ziyathengiswa? Do you know that? I-Edgar sithengisele incwadi yayo enye ikhampani bathi V&M. And umthetho uyakuvuma lokuthi bathengise ile nto izincwadi yabo esikweletu. And then mabathole incwadi bakufonela waphendula isikweletu siyavuka. Uyana so bhatala bona bathatha i-percentage bayibuyiseleleni abazithathela imali yabo. Uyabona? So that's very much important. Ngomane no George ake nime ngokubamba ama-sideline meetings wenu niyangiphazamisa. Right, then information on a portfolio report will include the number and value of loans outstanding at the end of the period. In your case, angazi uyobhalani ngoba wenza ama-loans. The total value and number of loans dispersed during the period, value of outstanding balances, the portfolio aging analysis. Yile nto bebeyenza leya group bathe mina ngithe angiyazi le nto. Bekubani ungomani? Ubani bebenza lama-ratio la kade bebehleli la? I-group yakho? Ngomani, yeah. Ilama-ratio bewafuneka lawo. Information on loan terms, loan officers, savings accounts and balances, etc. But logo in your case kuyokhavara ile nto eseniyenza no Jumpstart ebizwa ngokuthi ke yini le niyenzayo le ncwadini nibizani? Abantu ngathi bayikhohlwe into benzayo. Angeke nginikile igama. Nibe nenzani manenza le mentoring session yini yini le ncwadi nisebenza ngayo? I-canvas yabona. Nikhohlelani i-canvas yenu? I-canvas yenu is trying to replace our portfolio and other things, ne? But information is almost the same, not similar, but almost the same. Right. Then like this is what I wanted you guys to do. Baphi labantu laba? Laba benza le exercise elibahlulile uwe nabangani bakho. Nayi le nto. I-portfolio labantu 800,000. Le 800,000 represent 100%. Sorry ma'am. Ukudunisela ngingadunisela ku right portfolio of 800,000 it represent 100%. Abantu ababhatale from 1 to 30 days late by 5% ba representa 40,000. Abantu ababhatale 31 to 60 days late bawo 3.75% ba representa 30,000 rand. Ile nto engifuna niyenze manithi 3.75 bese manje bese senze njani iphelele bese nifuna ukaphi nini nifuna ukuyimultiply futhi le 3.75 Uyabona? So ababhadale nge-61 to 90 days late barepresenta 1.875, and that is about 15,000 rand. Abakoleta more than 90 days is 3.125%, barepresenta 25%. Mobala le timali tonke 800,000 plus 40 plus 30 is how much? 70 plus 15 plus 25, 110. The percentage is 5 plus 3.5 plus 1.87 plus 3, so unaweza 13.75. That means kule mali yabo lo 800,000 abawuphethe imali ekhona la bebe prepared ubolekisana ngayo. Imali abayiboleka abantu i-110%, and it represents 13.75 wale 800,000. Ukhona kodwa umuntu ongizwayo. And then le 13.75 is broken down into that 40,000, 30,000, 15 and 25,000. Mashonisa bese aphuma kuphethe induku uyothethisa abantu ulanda laba 90 days uthi akabatholi bashonephi. Dala bahamba nale 25,000 yakhe ngathi akasayitholi. But laba at least bayaletha labe 30 days bazobhadala i-5%. Uyabona abantu abancane abangakuhluphi inyanga nayiphelile. Abahluphayo yilaba le 90 days, le 3%. Ababhadali kwenze njani yabona? Right, and then session number 3, we're talking about developing systems to keep client information and company assets safe. La Swarel, angikhulumi ngama assets ala ku laptop, angikhulumi ngama assets akwa Jumpstart, ngikhuluma ngama assets wakho. Manje ufuna ukuqashisa amabhodo wakho awakhiyelanga. Mase uthi uyabuya uqashisa amabhodo, bathi umama ngapha next door wabolekile, kodwa waboleka abantwaneni akawabolekanga kuwe. So umelwa inhliziyo. Uma uthi uyamfonela uthi hayi bekuMasimelane besithi siza kwezo ngizomfonela ngimtholi. Ngapho nama clients akumele afuna amabhodo. Amabhodo wakho abantwana babolekisa abangani bakho.
Yawalanza.
Oh, uthi akamtholi Masimelane, noMasimelane akahlali lana yabona.
Ngiyakhulekela ngiyakuthatha.
Niyabona indaba uthi the importance of keeping your assets safe. Thola icontainer nyana or wakhe komkhukhunyana ukuthi lezi eze business ngizikhiyela la, so that mawudinga uwe wedwa ophethe lesikhiya sakhona. But people do this. Sometimes abasekhakha khaba umyenakho bafika bo squeeze Jojo, but no. Squeeze silithathile leli bhodo elikhulu uzolithola sinenye into besiyenza nemingane wethu ngala. So you can't fight phela abakhabondoda yakho le. Uzothi kulungile ke squeeze sengibona ngawe squeeze. Bayakusqueeze leso sikhathi. Yeah. Ebukhweni. Uyabona? So right, so you need to develop those systems to keep client information and company assets safe. There are 2 ways. Only but 2 ways that I can advise you of keeping your assets safe. Iyokuqala sis Lucretia, ukuthi uthole le journal, ubhale yini igama le company yakho. Leyo Tarot deck le ubhala Tarot deck assets. Bese ngaphakathi uyabhala item number 1 uownani ecompany. Ubhala le machine yakho. Number 2 uyasho everything that you have ne serial number. Kunento ebizwa ukuthi serial number ke. Ubhala serial number. And I've said bengibuza wena baba ngithi le material yakho ibrand ngaphandle ibhale ukuthi George what or whatever icompany yakho ubhala. Konje uthe yini wena Maphupha. Angizwisisi le gama. But ke bhala lapha Maphupha 3, Maphupha 1, Maphupha 2 njengemoto yabona. Ubabhale lapha Maphupha bakho so that when it gets lost uyazi ukuthi noma ngabe le Maphupha uyibhale openly bonakala. Elsewhere mayilahlekile ufuna ukuprove ukuthi yaka Maphupha le mhlambe ephambili ukuthi ha yaka Maphupha yabona. Because lena iyabonakala le ukuthi yala isontweni. Kubhalweni la. It should be AFM ne. But manje le ink yakho iyakhala yabona. Or express yakhala. So you brand izinto zakho zaze. Madam uyangizwa ukuthi ngithini? Ngithi hamba uyovula iregister. Ubhale wonke ama assets ale company yakho or lama assets wala ma companies wakho. So wabrandile. Kunenye into abathi engraving machine yayazi. Konje bani? Baba Nyalungu. Uyawazi umshini abathi engraving machine. Ubani wazi engraving machine? Uyawazi mem? Unawo? Engraving machine is like a ball pen man ngathi uyabona njalo umshini abenza ngawo labafana benza ama-tattoos la ngogesi. Izinto ey'ningi uma ibhale ngalento le ayisuki engraving machine, ayisuki. Ungabhala la kule nto izohlala ilapho for as long as you live, izohlala ngeke isuke. Yabo. Bathola engraving machine. Impahla zabantwana niyazenza, especially abantwana abase-creche nakuma-primary. Niyayibhala la musi la. Nibhale la kule nto le kule label, nibhale Mzwandile. Then abayintshontshe le bayinqamule label. So yeah. It's like inkomo. When you go to places like Abamatatiele and elsewhere, la kuphilwa khona ngemfuyo. Bayishisa inkomo, bayishisa u-M la ukuthi akamkhuma. Ayethatha umkwena naye lo M wakhe. Sesiba ngu-M manje kuye court. Mayibhalwe M ezami lenaki imkwena, M imkwena. Wena umkhwena uyabona manje. So baye manqamula indlebe. Uthola inkomo inkosi ayisenazo indlebe ngoba yantshontshwa ngapha bayinqamula le piece. Yableeda yaphila bayintshontsha ngapha bayinqamula ngapha. So hlangana nayo inkomo nje sengathi intombazana nje semathafeni ayisenazo indlebe. So kubalulekile lokho. So you develop systems to keep client information and company assets important. Information, ngitshelile example the other day ngithi nina laba babukela lezi story lezi bathini ubani lo gogo lo Mama Putla. Kuskim senu ne? Siskim sami senu. Kuskim senu lesi nisibukelayo. Umama Putla bekaboshiwe akhala ngencwadi yakhe entshontshe ubani umuntu one-tuck shop lapha? Big boy ubani? Uchali ontshontsha nencwadi. Futhi Mama Putla unama-secrets okurana le tuck shop ukuthi ibe profitable nokuthi umakha kanjani isinko ukuthi senze imali nani. And uCharlie bengangayazi lento le. uCharlie noMake bahlanganela le Make or Make ubani le ntombazane? Khona nenye intombazane esogolisayo nje engazwani no Mama Putla. Ubani le ntombazane? Uyabukeka usisi wakhona. Bathi ubani lo sisi lo? So you see uMama Putla had that book and ibalekile ubeke sefeni. Ukuthi ustocka kuphi special uyabona la eSouth Africa sinale bathi isigodi. Usona isigodi sakho. Manje male ncwadi le uthothi negodi lapha zaka Mama Putla ukuthi ama-chippies wathatha apha ama-peanuts wathenga phi inini ukhuluma nobani makafuna ini. Uyabona mos. So no abachali bathatha incwadi yesigodi sakhe. Ewalwa lo mama obathusa sejele wathi ngiyaphuma la. Ngiyayifuna le ncwadi le register le. Umama Putla le incwadi yakhe yama-business secrets. Ngiyayifuna le wazi incwadi ibalekile umuntu akuthusa sejele aboshiwe wathi ufuna le ncwadi. Ibalekile nani you must have a book like that. Wazi khona ukuthi iclient lami likhokha kakhulu ibani banyana. Kunama-client athi makafika kuvele kuqhuma itiye kuvele kuqhuma ama-tea bags kukhohlwe thina simile kutatanyiselwa nje unyalunga. Ukuthi njani babe nyalunga ngoba unyalunga bathenga in bulk yabona vela phone ekuseni unyalunga athi ngifuna le amarele ma-4 amakhekhe wathumele lapha batowathatha abantwana. Ukwazi ukuthi umuntu uthenga 4 manje njengoba umkhumba wafika wathi amakhekhe ayi-2 nge-10 rand. So unyalunga uyamtatazelela. So you must know ukuthi who are your best clients, where are you making the most of your money, where are the places where you buy the most. You see, there's a clip guys, ne? There's a clip. Ifoni yami iphi? Man, akusifoni yami le. Yabona amafoni soyafana man. Ngizogcina ngishaya abantu. Ngicela le clip ngizoyilanda ne. Masiqeda la before singena kulenye session. Ulesingamdla lesithathu. Right. So you need a register like that to keep assets wakho. Right. Then when you do this financial analysis, it is then the primary indicator of all the overall efficiency and long-term viability of your company, which is viable or not. That's why kubalulekile ukuthi re-emphasize ukuthi do ama-financials, Mandi, yenza i-financial accounting kwi-company yakho. Yenze yabona. A company is financially sound and sustainable when it generates sufficient income from its operations to cover operational and financial costs and maintain the real value of its equity base. Equity base, ilo ukuthi a company worth amalini. Le ma-building wayo, le ma-assets wayo, le mali yayo imalini. Uma uyithengisa abantu bafuna le balance sheet ezoveza yonke le nto lokuthi company le is it worth the amount uyifunayo na. Kodwa ngeke uthengise ikhampani ku-Google uyifake wena ku-Google kuphela uthi ikhampani. I-concept le ayikakasebenzi.